any of you watched my Faxanadu review, I mentioned playing games since before I was even able to read. Well, this is the game I remember picking up at the rental store and my father saying to us, "Now, do you have to be able to read to play this game?" Because we'd be playing a game, vital information would appear on the screen, and we'd have to call one of our parents every 5 minutes up to our room to help us out. Well, you do have to read to play this game, but that didn't stop us from enjoying it. And I'm certainly glad, as this is one of my all-time favorite video games, CRYSTALIS. Developed in 1990 by SNK for the Nintendo Entertainment System, CRYSTALIS is a top-down action RPG. Probably one of the first I ever played. You play a hero of your naming in a post-apocalyptic world now inhabited by mutants and magic, in a society that has reverted to a more medieval fashion. Turns out all the smart people got on a flying tower in the sky, but Emperor Dragon decides to be a jerk and mix magic and science to rule the world as he sees fit. Our hero, along with 4 sages, 4 swords, and his girlfriend, ain't having it. You travel this unique world, battling blobs, tigermen, spiders, dragons, this weird rock guy that throws his head at you, collecting swords, balls, bracelets, and armor, and spells to boot. Enemies defeated grant XP and money, as you might suspect, with each level granting more life, MP, and attack power. CRYSTALIS has a feature that will force you to keep up with leveling. Attack a monster too powerful for you, and it'll be like hitting a wall. You also have a force meter that you can charge up to unleash powerful projectile attacks. Each sword will start off with just a small, slightly stronger attack, but you can find magic balls and bracelets for each sword, giving you stronger attacks the longer you charge your weapon. This variety of weaponry is one of the neatest features of this game. In addition, you come across barriers that can only be destroyed by charging up certain swords. You will further your arsenal against the Dragonia Empire with items either bought or found throughout the game, and magic spells as well. It really was one of the first games I remember having this much depth in an action-style game, which was more often found in turn-based RPGs. The elaborate story, graphics, and music have received high praises, although it wasn't really a smash hit at its release, it now falls more under the category of cult classic. Most unfortunate, however, my copy of this game has seen better days. The sound, for whatever reason, is a bit messed up, and that's really unfortunate because the soundtrack is one of the most memorable parts of the game for me, so I sincerely apologize for that. Of course, the reason it might be so memorable might have something to do with the repetitive, sometimes grindy nature of this game. Because of the restriction on level and attack power against enemies, you might just be killing the same mobs over and over again in order to advance. That and the generally unforgiving hit detection are among the game's few flaws in my opinion. In 2000 there was a remake of this game on Game Boy Color. However, fans were pretty disappointed with this remake. Too many liberties were taken with the story, the soundtrack, and game mechanics. It's a far cry from the original. If you want to play this game, go for the NES version. The question for games like this is often, does it stand the test of time? In my opinion, yeah, it does. I found myself, even after all these years, wanting to progress further and find more of the swords. It has just enough depth to function well, but not get overly complicated. It would do well, I think, to be released again, without the changes, on Wii or even a new game, a sequel maybe, but keep the emphasis on staying true to the original and not making it 3D with voice acting and all that garbage. What do you guys think? CRYSTALIS needs a revamp, I say. Leave a comment with your favorite cult classic that hasn't had any modern retro love yet.